What's going on, guys? So this is my 2007 Dodge Charger SRT8 that I've owned for just shy of 4 years. It'll be 4 years come this May. So I thought, what not a better time to do a what I love and what I hate about this vehicle. So today's video is going to be everything that I love about my Dodge Charger SRT8. So what I love first about this vehicle is the power plant that sits underneath this hood. This is a 6.1 liter V8 producing 425 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. And here we are in 2017 where cars are 500, 600, 700 horsepower, no problem. So 425 stock may not seem like too much power, but it's definitely a good enough amount of power and it never lets me down. No matter where you are in the power band, there's always power right at your feet. And if you want to just have a little fun, all you have to do is damn, I can't tell you, after owning this car for 4 years, that is still just as much of a blast as when I first purchased this car. So the second thing I love is the exterior styling. Most importantly, the front of this car. Even if you're not really that into cars and you look at the front of this vehicle, you know this is not just a regular Dodge Charger. From the awesome hood scoop to the aggressive front bumper and the headlights, this all just ties itself together so well, making this car look very aggressive from the front end. So number 3 and 4 pretty much go together hand in hand. The fact that this is a 4-door sedan, that it is very comfortable. I actually love the bolstering on these seats. The fact that I actually have the control to either make them more aggressive or a little bit more comfortable on just a relaxing ride. I'm 6'4" myself, and I can actually fit in the back seats comfortably, and to go on a 3 to 4 hour road trip would be no problem whatsoever. And yes, I must bring it up, I have enough space to go to the store and get not only a week's worth of groceries, but I could probably go to get 2 or 3 weeks of groceries in this car. Yes, I've been called, I have a grocery getter. I have a very funny story about that actually that I will definitely make a separate video on later. But it's just the fact that I have a ton of space, it is very comfortable, and yet I still have the power and performance of a really nice performance car. So coming in at number 5 would be the Infotainment Center, and yes, at this time it is definitely a bit outdated, but when it first came out and even when I got the car, and still to this day, I really enjoy the capabilities and the functionings of this Infotainment Center. So this Infotainment Center comes with a 6 CD changer. Yes, I know many come with that as well, but the sound quality out of the Bose system in here, and then I also have a kicker that came as an additional option on this vehicle, which has been great ever since. I love just getting in this car, and if I'm not just cruising around listening to the gorgeous exhaust and such, I love just putting on my radio, jamming out, listening to some music, and the sound quality in here is actually very good. So the 6th thing that I really love about this vehicle is the performance page feature right under the tachometer in the digital section. So before I actually knew how to get into these pages, I went up and did some research on the forums, and you ended up having to press the music note and the navigation button on your steering wheel simultaneously. Hold that for about 3 or 4 seconds, and that'll bring up the performance screen. And in the performance screen, you have so many things. You can see your digital speed, your RPMs, your engine temp, your battery, and so forth. You have your raw temperature, your average temperature, oil pressure, pedal position, miles per gallon to performance ratios, your 0 to 60, your 0 to 100 times. So it's a cool little feature at the time that this car came out. Upon discovery of this feature, I've actually read up on the forums that people have actually brought their car into the dealership, and the dealership has actually cleared off and deleted those performance page feature out of their system, which to me, that's crazy. I would be so pissed if you did that to me, but that's just what I heard. But it's a really cool feature to have, and I definitely use it and have some fun with that. So the 7th and final thing I love about this car collectively is the pure happiness that this car brings to me. I have truly learned the value of miles per gallon in this vehicle. Yes, when purchasing a vehicle like this, you're not worrying about gas, as this is going to eat up gas all the time, and that's perfectly fine, and that's where the miles per gallon really comes into. I can literally watch the gas gauge from here to 10 miles up the road drop, and it doesn't faze me or bother me whatsoever because the pure excitement and enjoyment that this car really brings. I truly love this car so much that I'm totally going to admit I am going to cry when I give this vehicle up. Make fun of me or not, but I've just had an amazing 4 years with this vehicle, and I could have not asked for a better car at the time. But it's just something I have to do to get into my next car. And I'm hoping I can find someone that's going to appreciate this car just as much as I did. So please let me know in the comment section below what you love about this car, whether you've owned this car or if you knew people who had this car and you've driven it or experienced it for yourself. It's going to be really tough finding a few things that I do hate about this car, but stay tuned for the next video on what I hate about my Charger SRT8. Thank you guys again for tuning in. If you're stopping in for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.